Hello. Hey, y'all. How are you doing? Welcome, and come on in. Welcome, whiskeys and new viewers alike. Thank you for coming here today. I am really happy to have you. Remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share. I'd appreciate it so much if you would subscribe to my channel. If you've never been here before, welcome. My name is Jodee Jean Daniels. This is my channel Just Right, and I love to share content with you guys about my author journey and things that I have learned so you don't have to make all the mistakes that I've made. So today we're going to be talking about your story premise, and this is the very foundation of your novel. A strong premise captivates your readers and keeps your writing focused. It's going to make your book stand out to agents and publishers. It's going to help make your marketing easier. So today we're going to break it down to what makes a great one and how you can craft one that is clear, compelling, and high concept. These are all concepts that I have learned through research, reading, taking classes, and I have linked all of those below. The resources that are mentioned in this video are from Masterclass High Concept Storytelling, Jane Friedman, How to Develop a Strong Story Premise, and Writer's Digest, Crafting a Strong Story Premise. So I've linked those for additional reading for you. Okay, what is a story premise? A strong story premise is the foundation upon which every great novel is built. It distills your entire story into one single compelling sentence. And it's going to help you guide your writing, attract your readers, and attract those publishers and make your marketing easier. So why it's important. A clear premise keeps your narrative really focused. It helps with pitching to agents or publishers, and it ensures your story is going to resonate with the audience. So think of your novel's elevator pitch. Think of it that way. Consider this example. A washed-up detective must solve one last case to redeem himself before his past catches up with him. So that premise establishes his character, the conflict, and the stakes all in one sentence. And that is essential for your premise. Now, a compelling premise needs three core elements. It has to have your character, the conflict, and the stakes. These are the building blocks that are going to create the intrigue and emotional investment for your story. First, your character. They must be someone interesting with unique traits and motivation. Then introduce a conflict, something that's standing in their way. Finally, you're going to define the stakes. So why does the story matter? What happens if the character fails? For example, compare these two. A woman goes on a journey to find something that she's lost. Okay, I don't know that I would pick that book up and read it, but a grieving mother travels across a war-torn country to retrieve her kidnapped son before he's sold into slavery. The second version provides that specific urgency and emotional depth that makes it so much more compelling. Now, crafting a high concept premise. Let me grab a cup of coffee, y'all. A high concept is one that's instantly intriguing, and it's really easy to pitch in that one sentence. And it will show that it has that mass appeal. So these stories are often fresh and unique and compelling to that broader audience, which is what we all want. So consider these four famous examples. You're going to know them before I say where they're from. A man relives the same day over and over again until he changes. Groundhog Day. A girl is forced into a deadly televised competition. Hunger Games. Scientists clone dinosaurs for a theme park, but say chaos ensues when they escape. Jurassic Park. So these high concept stories work because they're easy to communicate and they immediately spark curiosity. And they make pitching, marketing, and selling the story so much easier. Now, the formula. A strong premise follows a simple but effective formula. Okay? Protagonist, must, goal, before, stakes and conflict happens. Okay? Jane must find the killer before she goes to prison for the murders. Okay? That's an example. Now, here's another example. A failed scientist must prove his time travel machine works before the government shuts him down for good. Now, many writers, myself included, have fallen into the common pitfalls of being too vague, like a woman goes on an adventure, or even too complex. A series of interwoven destinies collide, and it's in a multiverse where time moves backwards, and that's going to make it hard to pitch, okay? So by sticking to a clear structure and emphasizing your stakes, you can create a killer premise that's going to hook the readers immediately. All right, turning a weak premise into a strong one. So how do you do that? Many of us start with a premise that we kind of feel is intriguing, but it lacks clarity and stakes. So a weak example, a woman finds out about her past. It's too vague. Who is she? Why does it matter? What's at stake? Compare it to an adopted woman uncovers a dark family secret that puts her life in danger as she digs deeper into her past. That version adds specifics and urgency and emotional weight, and the stakes are more clear. It makes the story more compelling to your readers and publishers alike. Now, testing your premise with the so what. Not every premise grabs attention immediately, so the so what method, that's where it comes in. If the stakes aren't compelling or the hook isn't unique, readers won't feel invested. So use this checklist. Is your hook, read your hook, your unique hook. So what? Strong conflict. Is it there? High stakes. Is it there? So if you look at each one of them and then think to yourself, so what? And you're left wanting, then you know you need to do a little bit more work. So a weak one would be a detective investigates a murder. A really unique one would be a blind detective must solve a murder case before the only witness disappears forever. It's unique, there's high stakes, and it's engaging. And that's what all of us want in that premise. So if your premise feels weak, refine it. Add tension, add specifics, and emotion. That way it will be unforgettable. Now, examples from popular books and movies. So, successful stories can help you craft a killer premise when you study them. Each of these are a high concept and easy to pitch and immediately intriguing. We've already used Jurassic Park, but I mean, come on. Scientists clone dinosaurs for a theme park, but chaos ensues when they escape. That is something you're going to want. We all know. That was an incredible series, incredible books, incredible movies that are still putting out new movies. The Martian. An astronaut is stranded on Mars and must find a way to survive until he's rescued. Gone Girl. A man becomes the prime suspect in his wife's disappearance, but nothing is as it seems. So if you notice how those premises establish your character, your conflict, and the stakes in that single sentence. That is the power of a strong premise. So if you want to go and pick up look at some of your favorite books, look at some of your favorite movies, and study the science of how they created their premise that they used in their marketing. Now, all right, your turn. We're almost to the end, but I want you to use this simple formula. Your protagonist must, the goal, do what? Before stakes and conflict happens. All right? Now, I want you to put it down below in the comments what your example is so we can help each other. My example is going to be: a journalist must uncover the truth behind a political scandal before she becomes the next target. A journalist must uncover the truth behind a political scandal before she becomes the next target. So take a moment to write your premise and share it in the comments below. And then we will look at it and give you feedback, and we can refine ours together, and we can base that on the clarity, the stakes, and uniqueness, so we can all have a really strong premise for our story. Now, final thoughts. Your story premise is the foundation of everything. A strong premise makes your writing easier, marketing smoother, and your book unforgettable. So I want you to take these takeaways for the day with you. A killer premise is clear, compelling, and high concept. It includes your character, the conflict, and the stakes. To strengthen it, always ask, so what? All right? But now it is time to take action. Start crafting your premise and refine it with today's techniques. And if you want more storytelling insights, you can follow me, Just Right with Jodee Daniels, on social media. All the links are in below. Join me here on YouTube. I'm here a lot live, and every Friday I have a new video out, so follow me for inspiration. I will try my best to help. So happy writing, and remember to just write. Just write. So you know what I'm going to say before I say it, but I'm going to say it anyway. I may not be everybody's cup of tea, but I am a really awesome group of people's double shot of whiskey. And I am so happy and I'm so proud that you come and hang out with me and that you find me just right. I love you, love you. I will see you later on.